Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is my persuasive speech on why companies should not outsource their IT departments. Have you ever contacted a tech support line only to hang up more frustrated due to the cultural differences? Or maybe noticed a difference in quality when purchasing an item that was once produced under strict quality assurance guidelines? Whether it's the job given to an outside company or the job being uprooted 3,000 miles away, outsourcing and offshoring have become conventional for companies today. 4 years ago, I was getting ready to clock out on a Wednesday afternoon, and with 20 minutes left to go, I received a call from my boss. The owner and shareholders of the company had decided earlier that day to outsource all their IT-related functions of the company. Within these decisions, there was to be one IT specialist on payroll for the company, and unfortunately, I didn't make the cut. By doing this, they were able to slash operating costs and save money amidst the economic downturn. If you've ever had this happen to you, you know all too well what consequences are to follow. Not only can this be mentally stressful, but financially stressful as well. This isn't new, by the way. In fact, it has been ongoing quite often for the past decade. A thriving family can quickly downshift due to either the outsourcing of their department or offshoring of the whole company. So, what is outsourcing exactly? Outsourcing is simply the contracting of an internal business process to a third-party organization. For instance, a medium-sized business decides to have a local IT consulting company handle all of their technology needs. On the other hand, offshoring is the relocating of a business to a whole other country. Experts find that when it comes down to doing good business, though, some aspects of the day-to-day operations are better kept close to home. Research done in 2011 by Department Manager Lyda Bigelow at University of Utah's David Eckles School of Business shows that companies who outsource critical components of their business operations are more likely to fail. With this, some companies decide not to outsource at all, not only because of this, but for the fear of not being able to provide the same service they were able to when they did it internally. So, why would a company outsource? Why would they choose to do this? Well, companies typically outsource to avoid certain types of costs and normally only involves non-important activities. On the other hand, offshoring usually involves some of the main components which help a business operate day to day. Some of the common reasons companies decide to offshore, though, are to improve company focus, gain access to world-class capabilities, and most importantly, tax purposes. For instance, in the last few years, Google has saved $3.1 billion in taxes, all legitimately. Think about it. Some experts object, though, that every dollar spent on outsourcing is spent on U.S. goods or invested back in the U.S. market. But currently there's no evidence to support those claims, which I doubt it. I mean, think about it. So the truth behind it all, most situations of outsourcing hurt more than they do any good. In 2011, the Wall Street Journal reported that some of the nation's largest corporations, such as GE, Caterpillar, Walmart, even Microsoft, cut their workforce alone in the United States by 2.9 million people. But on the other hand, they hired 2.4 million people overseas. From another report by ABC News in 2011, the state of Georgia ranked amongst the top 10 states hardest hit by the outsourcing of manufacturing. Of those 700,000 jobs outsourced, 120,000 of those were IT related. Does any of this seem like they're helping the American economy to you? Does moving your job, your father's job, or your child's job overseas sound like a great idea? I didn't think so. By signing the preceding petition, we are saying that we want our jobs to stay on American soil and not to rip them out of our economy. Thank you for your time.